yo, this week I want to start off by saying this podcasting shit is hard. Um, I like to give my 2 cents and I like to sound deep and profound. But the truth is, yo, I ain't even about that life. Like, yeah, I like reading, I like movies, I like music, I like a bunch of shit. But at the end of the day, that's just not. I'm not this deep thinker. Like, I'm a fucking dickhead. Like, I'm a comedian. I like to say dumb shit, and I don't care who has what to say about what. If you got a problem, we can talk about it. I don't give a shit. And that's one thing, that I'm so struggling with, and I think I'm finally figuring out how to be myself with this podcast and stuff. Because honestly, I wrote up notes about how, America's this, America's that. When the truth is, I don't even give a fuck about America. I don't. I give a fuck about my goals. How am I going to get my master's? How am I going to get a better job? How am I going to make this podcast successful? That's all I give a shit about is me. And that's what this fucking podcast is about. This podcast is about me. And I think that's why I'm having so much trouble trying to just do this episode, do any episode in general and sound deep and profound and get all these followers. And the truth is, I could give a fuck about followers. I really could. I want this podcast to just be a representation of me. And I don't want this to sound like some long-winded diatribe about injustice and all that. Because at the end of the day, man, I got a fucked up way of viewing things. I like to find the funny in everything. Like, if I can't make a joke about something as soon as it happens, what's the point? One of my favorite comedians is Anthony Jeselnik because of that. Like, he made a 9/11 joke right after 9/11. And it was really funny. You can't harp on the guy for doing his job. And my job isn't to be this deep, profound thinker because I don't give a shit. I don't. I just don't. Like, when people complain to me, I go, okay, what are you going to do about it? You're gonna bitch to my face, or you're gonna make a better choice? Like, which one? Like, I hate. Oh my god! Like, all right, so I used to be what? The price was 300 pounds, and I'm like floating around 210, trying to get lower every day. But I'm a fat shit. I like cookies. Now that I'm a little skinnier, I like drinking more. I like going out more and doing stuff, and I gotta put a button on it. But one thing I utterly hate is when somebody goes, oh, fat shaming doesn't do anything. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Fat shaming made me the man I am today because fat shaming showed me that it can be done. I was fat shamed into losing over 100 pounds, I would say. Over 100 pounds. And it literally came out of because one of my friends jumped, we were in a group chat and he said something. I was like, oh shit, those who can't do teach, and those who can't teach gym, because this dude was a gym teacher. And he goes, ha ha ha, you're still fat. And I go, you know what? I'm tired of being the fat, loud asshole in the room. I'm going to be the skinny asshole in the room. And for 4 months, I ate salads. I created a calendar of what I ate, and I stuck to it regardless of anything. I stayed hungry. I didn't exercise, to be fair. I didn't really do any of that. I just literally woke up, ate breakfast, ate a snack, drank some water, ate lunch, ate a snack, ate some water, ate dinner, and went to bed. And that was it. I was fat shamed into changing my life for the better. I like fashion, so there was no clothes. There was no cool clothes in XL and beyond. There's just sweats. You ever notice that? There's just fucking sweats. And jeans look like fucking lampshades. The long lampshades. It's horrendous. Like, I'm so happy I lost weight because now I can fit in nice jeans. I can wear skinny jeans. I can wear t-shirts at a reasonable size. But one thing I also noticed is that everything in the medium is always taken. Like, are that many people in America mediums that I can't have a medium when I want it? It's so annoying. And I wear the most basic shit. I wear white tees and blue jeans. If I was any more, I could have been cast in the Sandlot with the amount of white tees and blue jeans that I have. It's so Annoying that I can't find a shirt. But yeah, man, fat shaming works, and I hate when people say, "Oh, I can't do it. I can't do this. I can't do that. Losing weight is hard." No shit, losing weight is hard. Everything in this fucking life is hard. You want to be rich? It's hard. You want to be broke? It's hard. Choose your hard, you fucking boner. Oh my God, some people are so hell-bent on just complaining and going, "Oh, I can't do anything about it." Yeah, you can, because all this energy that you're using to complain could be put towards achieving that goal. I didn't complain about starting a podcast. I just started one. I don't care if I have 4 followers on YouTube or 4 followers on Instagram. I'm going to put out an episode every week because I want to. I set the tone. I set what I want to talk about. And I typed up all these notes, again, about America, and what makes us different is that we are different, and what makes us better is that we are different. No one gives a shit about that. No one does. People don't want to hear, "Oh, what makes us better is the fact that we're all different and we're all one." Nobody gives a shit about that. Everyone gives a shit about the person who has something to say. The loudest guy in the room won the presidency. Tell me I'm wrong. Exactly. You definitely can't. And you want to know why the loudest person in the room won the presidency? Because he didn't give a shit what he said, how he said it. His message got across to an audience, and that audience won him the presidency. You got to give the devil his due, people. Trump fucking did it. And I'm not going to sit here and act like, he's the worst thing to happen to our society. You ever heard of slavery? Yeah, 40 years of that. And you guys are bitching about possibly having Trump as president for 8 years. Like, get off the fucking high horse. You guys live in a country where you're allowed to complain. Can we understand that for a second? You're in a country where you're allowed to complain. I'm sorry I sound sick. It's been a long weekend. But no other country in this, in this society, in this world, this spinning ball of dirt and water we call Earth, has that right. Protesters in Spain are literally jailed. If you protest against the crown, you are thrown in prison. Good luck protesting in South Korea? One of the damn Koreas, the Korea with the dictator. Good luck posting there. Go ahead and protest there, see what happens. You just disappear. You go. You're on the shitter. Next week, you're in jail. Go ahead and protest. I dare you. There's a lot of countries that have a no-nonsense policy on that shit. Yet in America, we want to sit on our high horse and bitch and create conspiracy theories about this, that, and the third. When in reality is, no matter what you do or conspiracy you create in your little head, where's it going to go? It ain't leaving your head. You know what? No, it is leaving your head. It's leaving your head and it's going into whatever social media platform you put it in. And that's where it'll go. And that's exactly where it'll die, you fucking twit. I can't sit here and act like I'm better than anyone because I'm not. But I have the balls to realize that not everyone's fucking important. Not everyone's going to be the next big thing. Not everyone's going to be, whatever, the next Obama, the next whatever. It takes a select kind of person to run in politics. It takes a select kind of person to be good at politics. And most people aren't, man. They're not. Most people are shit. Most people are just like me. We sit around, we talk shit, we drink, we have a good time. And that's what I want my podcast to be at the end of the day. I want my podcast to be a breath of fresh air to people who are just tired of listening to the daily drama, the daily bullshit. And it's annoying. I don't watch the news because I'm tired of hearing 10 babies dead in a car pile up. That's so depressing. Why would I want to end my night or start my day with hearing about an accident, a gunshot, a school shooting, a drug dealer killing multiple children. Like, that shit is so sad. I want to start my mornings like I start mornings every day. Throw on a podcast, jump in the shower, get ready, make a nice breakfast, make a healthy lunch. Get it popping. Start my day, create a product I'm happy with, go to my job, produce the work that I do, but with glee. Not with depression and anger and sadness. It's like, I just don't get people, man. I think that's another thing. I think that's the reason why I call it my 2 cents, because I feel like my 2 cents is so different from everybody. Like, oh my God, like, if you ever just take a moment, look at whatever coworkers are sitting together and having lunch. Really observe them over a week. You're going to hear them talk about the same 5 fucking things every day. They're going to talk about the same things. They don't make enough money. Their work is too much. This, that, and the third. It's like, Jesus Christ. Dude, you could be one of the people in this world, in your state, not working, receiving benefits, just, not doing anything with yourself. Yet, you have this opportunity to work and to be a productive member of society. And all you do is complain about it. Like, what do you have to complain about? You have a home. You have loved ones. You have money in your bank account. Yet you choose to bitch and moan about how you want and want and want when you do not produce a damn thing. How is that? How is it that we let people just bitch and moan every day about the same shit? It's to the point where, in my opinion, I'm not going to bitch and moan anymore. Whatever L's I take them on the chin like a fucking man, and I keep it moving. I learn the lesson, and I keep it moving, because all I'm learning is that everybody gets set back, and they just quit, man. Did I quit when I was like 300 pounds, and like walking up steps was annoying because I used to hear my knees click? Like, come on, dude. I was so unhealthy with the shit I did. It was to the point where, like, I'm surprised I wasn't sick all the time. Like, I literally thought I was going to have a heart attack most days. And it's like, fuck. I'm so far removed from that. And I'm so thankful that I don't see the point in complaining. I don't see the point in bitching. Because I made it through that. I made it through being a broke kid in Camden. Not having electricity. Having to work at early ages just to help my parent pay bills. And I do say parent because I only had one. Typical shit. My dad was a drug addict. Signing off the checklist growing up in Camden. Dude, I don't understand people, man. And I think, again, that's part of the reason why I call it my 2 cents. Because I'm literally going to, from now on, just give my honest and fair 2 cents on whatever the fuck I feel like. And this podcast is it's just about my self-reflection on why I'm doing this podcast and just my viewpoints on what I see around me. And what I see around me is the same thing every day. Like, yeah, working 9 to 5, so granted, things are the same. And, there's not really much change, but I can't believe I hear so many people complain about the same things, and I just don't snap like I'm snapping right now, because I'm really snapping right now. I don't like snapping like this, but sometimes it's needed just to get the stress out. And good God, I'm under the weather. I just got hit. You know what it is when you come back from a trip, and you were good the entire trip, but your immune system goes, turn around. We're going to die tonight. Yeah, I can't stop sneezing. Took a Zyrtec, still sneezing, runny nose, about to put my microphone through a wall. But yeah, dude, people who complain are so annoying. Like, why are you so annoying? Like, just do better for yourself and watch everything change. Like, I'm telling you, those same people who complain, if they ate like 4 salads a day, they'd be so much happier. Like, I don't understand people. Like, they sit there and bitch about, I don't have any money, life's hard, this, that, and third. Yet you're driving to fast food places and getting food. People are still walking miles to get water in some countries. but you can have Chipotle delivered to you. Like, do you get how much of an asshole you sound like when you complain about something like money? Like, yeah, money's important. I get it. You know, I got to pay my rent just like everybody else. But, dude, I have the ability to afford to pay rent for the first time in my life. And I'm happy about it. Yeah, it goes up every year. That's cool. Yeah, I get it. But what no one else understands is that you have the ability to make your life so much better if you just shut up and stop complaining. Like, just stop complaining. I'm telling you, if you stop complaining, took charge of your problems or what you think your problems are, you'll be so much better. Like, perfect example, people who overeat and eat, tons of food at a time, complain about their weight. Like, what? Like, you do know you can't have cake at breakfast, right? Like, you do know that's not like what adults do. Like, that's not what a healthy human does, is have cake at breakfast. Like, you're not a 6-year-old. Like, a 6-year-old's metabolism can support cake at 7 or 8 in the morning. An adult who needs 8 hours of sleep just to be alive, that kind of metabolism isn't supported by cake. It ain't. And you're like, oh, but I'm eating healthy. No, you're eating wraps at a fast food place. You're not eating healthy. Like, at least make the wrap at home. At least pack the wrap with greens. At least just be nutritionally dense for a week. Dude, I swear, man, if people were nutritionally dense for a week, dude, their moods would improve dramatically. Like, if you just put the fast food down for like an hour, you'd be happy. Like, oh my God, I don't understand people and why they fucking complain when life is so easy. Life is so easy. Whatever hardships you have, whatever you go through, like, you have to look at the silver lining. And I know, like, it's hard for some people who have, like, real depression and real anger and stuff like that. But, like, take a second. Like, take energy that you're using towards that depression or that anger. Put it into positive thinking. Put it into going for a walk. Put it into signing up for a gym membership and actually using it. I'm telling you, go to the gym for a week. Eat healthy for a week. Your whole outlook on life is going to improve. And I'm not trying to, it's like I'm coming down on people, but I'm really not. I'm just saying, like, if you have the ability to make change, why not make it? Why sit there and bitch and moan about the same things when you have the ability to make something better for yourself? Like, save money instead of spending. Why do you need Netflix and Hulu? And then you have a cable box with HBO, Cinemax, Stars. What's that third one? Stars, Showtime. You have all these subscriptions, but you're complaining about, oh, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. Well, maybe if you got rid of some damn subscriptions, maybe you choose Netflix or Hulu, or just hack a Fire Stick, your life will be easier. Like, hello, there's hacks. Like, your life can be easier, but, you're choosing to eat out and spend money when you can meal prep and cook like an adult. You're choosing to subscribe to multiple services when you watch the same 3 shows, and one of those is definitely The Office. It's just, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words with people because all I'm hearing is complaining. Like, I'm in a grand juror right now in my county, and it's the easiest shit in the world. I literally just listen to people do dumb shit and decide amongst a group of my own peers whether it should go to trial or not. I sit in an air-conditioned room with free bottles of water, with snacks, with maybe lunch provided if we're there long enough. Like, that's a free day off work. And if I'm there from like 9 until 11, that's a whole day to myself. I can go to the gym. I can go do errands. I can do laundry. Whatever. It's my day. But everyone in the room sits there and they go, oh, I don't want to do jury duty. Well, you don't want to do your job, but you're not complaining about going to work. You complain about going to work. You complain about jury duty. About going to jury duty. You complain about everything. What's one thing you don't complain about? How about that? How about as a society we all work on what we don't complain about? Because I'm so tired of hearing people complain about their job. If you don't like your job, quit. Quit and then find out how hard life really is. Because if you're not working, you can't, oh my God, I can't have Netflix. I can't have my phone. I can't have this thing that's draining life out of me. Wake up, people. Wake the hell up. Everyone sits there and bitches and moans about, oh, how am I going to get the next iPhone? How am I going to pay this bill? How am I going to do this? Maybe if you didn't spend money like an asshole, you can afford your bills. Maybe if you just waited for Apple to release the phone before trying to buy it, you can get it. Or if you saved money and bought the phone instead of putting the phone on your credit card and paying it off later with interest like an asshole, you'll be all right. I could see if you were like a YouTuber and you had to buy the newest phone just to review it and you got monetized videos, so that money's coming back to you. But it's definitely not. You're definitely just trying to show it off to your coworkers on Monday and then to nobody on the weekends because you can't afford to go anywhere. Like, so stupid. You guys are idiots. One thing I'm noticing is that people complain about everything. And to be fair, so do I, man. I complain about a lot. I want to lose more weight. I want to do better things. But I can't just throw complaining at it. I can't just be a person that I talk about because I know I'm better than that. I know I'm better than complaining. I know I'm better than bitching because at the end of the day, I'm fortunate. You know, I couldn't afford electricity as a child, but I'm paying my own rent and I'm paying my electricity bill every month. I couldn't afford the things that I have now, and I'm happy for that. I think one thing this Easter taught me is that we're not perfect as humans, but if you try to achieve some sort of perfection in life, whether it's your diet, whether it's your work, whether it's how you go about life, you're going to land somewhere and you're going to be better than what you were. And that's how I'm ending this. This is a very short podcast because I got to start being honest with myself and being honest with whoever listens to this and whoever's a fan of mine. I'm giving you my real 2 cents. I'm not going to create notes. I'm not going to create this diatribe about how I don't need to give much detail. I need to say what I got to say and keep it moving, man. So that's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to say what I want to say about whatever the topic is that I want to talk about, and that's it. We're going to go from there. So I thank you for listening. I can't wait for episode 7. Episode 7 is going to be video, baby. We're going to be video. I'm getting an SD card. I got my camera set up. I got my light. We're going video. It's going to be awesome. And I want to say thank you for listening to episode 6. You have an awesome and blessed week.